Yeah, Josh and Brent, as you mentioned, we're starting to learn more and more from this incident. When we got here this morning, we had no clue what was happening. Now we're starting to piece it together, and the more we do, the more tragic the story becomes. As you mentioned, 2 teens involved in this, and they're investigating it as a murder-suicide. A real scary situation for people down here this morning. Now, it all started about 1:30 a.m. when police responded to the first stabbing call. Now, that wind is just so cold. It is absolutely stinging to the skin, so make sure you bundle up if you're headed outside. If you're not headed outside, just stay inside. It is way too cold out here. For now, we're going to get back in our car. We'll send it back to you guys here in Black Forest. Kolby Crossley, KRDO News Channel 13. And just take a look at this spread of cookies here. We got the Girl Scouts here in the newsroom this morning, and they got all the cookies. They even got some new cookies. Josh, Bryn, we'll try not to eat them all without you. Starting new overnight, a driver and her passenger are both lucky to be alive after their car pinballed across a 5-lane road near the downtown area.
KRDO News Channel 13's Kolby Crossley joins us now live with what we know. Kolby.
Well, Danny, we have another angle of this accident. We were able to get across the street to get a better look at it. So I'm going to step out of the way and let you take a look. But this is what we're seeing.
Our Kolby Crossley's out there right now where that fire's happening. Kolby, where exactly are you and what's going on?
Yeah, we're in the 10,000 block of Flying F Road out here in Fountain. If you take a look behind me, we kind of got a closer look of the house that is on fire. So in order to enjoy the bar trail or even the incline now, it's going to cost you double what you paid before. Marching with a message, hundreds gathered on the streets in downtown Colorado Springs this weekend, rallying in the name of equality. Is it Halloween or Christmas? Because right now you can't tell here in the town of Walsenburg after the snowstorm came through and dropped about a foot of snow. Pueblo will be one of 6 cities across the country getting federal dollars through a grant to study emerging drug threats. Josh, from here on out, you might as well just call me Maverick, because we were on the way to the danger zone, but we ended up surviving just fine and got our feet back on the ground. But in all seriousness, we got to get a little taste of what this air show is going to bring, and quite frankly, it's going to be a show you don't want to miss. With the help of Pueblo Community College, Pueblo PD will now have this handy cop camera, which will help keep them safe out on the job.
And go for it. Try it out. Oh, there we go. They love watermelons. It's one of their favorite things to have. And crushing it just like that, it's really, really quite fun.
Okay, so that was probably one of the coolest moments of my entire life. I just fed a watermelon to a hippo. That wasn't on my bucket list, but I just put it on my bucket list because of how cool that was.
You can
and
cross
it off just like that. As crews battled the early morning apartment fire,
Kitty Hawk Apartments, 2914 North Arcadia Street, on a working structure fire.
Flames are seen shooting out of the building. 2 people were treated on scene, but luckily, no one was seriously injured.
We heard a loud clunking sound coming from our heating system. We think it was a furnace or something because we heard that loud clunking sound. And then we wake up and look around. There's just a smell of smoke in the air.
The fire started around 6:40 Tuesday morning when crews were dispatched here to the Kitty Hawk Apartments. Joel Williams, who was inside the building when the fire started, recounts his experience.
And we come out and we see that it's coming out of the next door in the laundry room. So we came out and just called 911, and the fire trucks started getting here, and everybody got out of the building real quick. Crews
had to chase the fire through the walls. If you take a look at this video, you can see a firefighter actually cutting into the side of the building. Eventually, they were able to locate the fire in the wall, which led to the large flames.
They know that there was still some hidden fire in the building, and when they opened that up and that fire came out, that's what they were really searching for. So now they're actually still inside, still pulling the ceilings and the walls to make sure that there's no more hidden fire in there.
Captain Michael Smaldino with CSFD says at this time, it is still unknown on how many people will be displaced.
This is a 26-unit apartment. One of the building, the managers said that they've got about 35 people here. So as of right now, there's 35 people that are out. Like I said, I know for sure there's going to be 2 units that are going to be displaced just due to fire. We've got smoke that are in the other one, so we're not sure exactly how many are going to be out yet.
In Colorado Springs, Kolby Crossley, KRDO News Channel 13. Yeah, Josh, from here on out, you might as well just call me Maverick, because we were on the way to the danger zone, but we ended up surviving just fine and got our feet back on the ground. But in all seriousness, we got to get a little taste of what this air show is going to bring, and quite frankly, it's going to be a show you don't want to miss. In preparation and promotion for the Pikes Peak Region Air Show, we took to the sky in 2 T-6s and a B-25 bomber.
To be able to share the experience of being able to get in an airplane really gives a person an idea of what it was like.
Roger, maintain VFR at or above 9,500 for your approach.
The 3 warbirds lined up in formation as they made 2 passes over Memorial Park in the Labor Day liftoff. Between the 3 planes stands a lot of history.
These are warbirds of World War II. So the museum where we're sitting right now is the National Museum of World War II Aviation for the United States. So that obviously is our, mainstay, and that's what we have here.
Bill Clares, president of the Air Show Board and owner of the B-25 bomber, has been flying for more than 30 years and has around 1,000 hours of flight time in that bomber.
I think more than anything, it's an honor. I mean, we don't fly these to put on our hero suits. It's to honor the veterans who flew these in World War II.
As for the air show, that will take place September 21st through the 22nd and will feature a wide variety of planes throughout history.
This air show has a lot more meaning than just an air show, because you're supporting those same entities and groups, and at the same time we showcase the best of what everybody has.
And we're going to be bringing you full coverage of that event on September 21st and the 22nd. It's one you're not going to want to miss, so make sure you attend and really just enjoy and take in the sights and sounds from these awesome planes. For now, I'll send it back to you here in Colorado Springs. Kolby Crossley, KRDO News Channel 13. We all know and have seen the delivery process.
I don't normally ring the doorbells at this time in the morning because I don't know who's still sleeping.
But how do we get here? Let's rewind it. Everything starts right here. Packages come in off the truck and then are sorted into different crates.
So they're putting these packages underneath this light here, which will actually scan the barcodes on the packages and give the clerk the correct route number to set it in their corresponding bin.
This station alone will see 5,800 packages a day around this time of year. So a lot of these employees are working around the clock to make sure the job gets done.
We change our schedules and our start times for some of the employees and adjust things so that we can get them all sorted early in time for the carriers to get them out on the same day without having a delay and a backlog.
And Chris Gardner, a mail carrier for the Cheyenne Mountain Post Office, plays a small but large part in the process.
It's not a postal job without the Santa hat.
Wearing a Santa hat to help spread Christmas cheer, Gardner will deliver around 200 packages a day during the month of December.
I usually get about 180 to 220 for my route. I get about 300 stops.
And this operation is small in the grand scheme of things. Colorado Springs operates out of 12 stations, and this year they're expected to see 20 million pieces of mail, which is up from last year's 19 million.
I'm gonna go across the street.
Gardner, who has been doing this for 31 years, says it's a lot of work, but he loves every minute of it.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's for not going to college and not knowing what I was going to do when I got out of the military. Becoming a mailman it's been a lot of fun.
In total, USPS is predicting that 800 million packages will be delivered this holiday season. In Colorado Springs, I'm Kolby Crossley, KRDO News Channel 13.